Hey, it's Laptop Shopping Buddy, and I'm going to be going over the ASUS ROG GL771JM-DH71 edition. This is a powerful gaming laptop. I left a link below to the best discount going on right now for it, and you can check out user reviews and see exactly what other people are saying about it. So I'm going to get right into it with the performance. It's running the Intel Core i7-4710HQ processor. This is a high-end quad-core processor with turbo boost up to 3.5 GHz and a base clock speed of 2.5 GHz. And as you can see, it's one of the best performing Core i7 processors with a CPU benchmark .NET score of a 7,974. So it is one of the best performing Core i7s out there. And simply put, it's great for multitasking, and performance will not be an issue with this processor. So for the RAM, there's 12 GB of DDR3 RAM. Plenty for multitasking and running modern games. So you don't have to worry about running multiple programs at once and having that sluggish performance. And you could always upgrade to 16 GB, but for 90% of people, 12 GB is plenty. Now this ASUS is running the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 860M. So I'm going to jump over and show you some benchmarks so you can see exactly what you can expect in terms of performance. So as you can see, GTA 5, it's running at medium settings at 124.8 frames per second with a 720p resolution. And on high settings, 1920 by 1080, it's running at 36.4 frames per second. Battlefield Hardline, it can handle high settings at about 44.5 frames per second. Dragon Age, high settings, 28 frames per second. Medium settings, 52 frames per second at 720p. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare 1920 by 1080 at 39 frames per second. Medium settings 56 frames per second. So as you can see, with most modern games, it could run at about medium to high settings, and obviously it just depends on the game. So for the price, this GPU is pretty decent. As you can see, Sims 4 can handle ultra settings at 47 frames per second and 1080p. So for the hard drive, it's running a 1TB 7200 RPM hard drive, so it have a ton of space to install games, music, media, whatever. And it also has that additional hard drive bay where you could throw in an SSD if needed, or you could just throw in an extra drive for more space. So this laptop has a 17.3-inch IPS display, so it has that big screen, which is great for gaming. For portability, not so much. I wouldn't expect to carry this thing around on a day-to-day basis, but that said, it is doable. It's on the heavy end at 7.5 pounds. And it has a 3.5 hour battery life, so that's about expected for a gaming laptop. They don't have insanely good battery life, so if you're out and about or if you're just playing games, bring your charger. There's also an anti-glare screen finish, which I think is a must-have for a gaming laptop because those annoying reflections can get rather distracting. There's also a 1080p resolution, so you get that sharp image quality. And you could have more showing on the screen due to the higher pixel density, so it's better for multitasking as well. There's also a DVD-RW drive, so you can install older games, software, whatever. I don't really use a DVD drive much anymore, but I understand a lot of gamers need that DVD drive just because they like to play their older games as well. There's also a high-definition webcam, and it has a backlit keyboard. And one thing I really like about this backlit keyboard is the WASD keys are actually highlighted. So if you're playing those first-person shooters, it could come in handy. I personally don't see much of a benefit, but it is a cool feature. So as I said before, this thing weighs at about 7.5 pounds, so I wouldn't expect to carry it around too much. It does have some portability, and for a gaming laptop, especially a 17.3-inch, this is about what you can expect for most gaming laptops. It has 4 USB 3 ports, 1 HDMI port, and it has that sleek brushed aluminum design, which I think is really attractive. And as you can see, it does have efficient cooling system. With this vent on the side, it does a good job of getting rid of that extra heat so it doesn't run too hot, especially when you're playing games and you're running that GPU at about 100%. So to conclude, this ASUS ROG is a solid mid-range gaming laptop. It has plenty of RAM at 12 gigabytes, and it has that really powerful Core i7-4710HQ. So be sure to check out that link in the description to get the best discount going on right now. And you can also check out user reviews and see exactly what other people are saying about it. I hope you found this quick review helpful.